The Qibla is the direction that every Muslim is obliged to face when performing prayer. Although Muslims live in various countries and continents, they all face the same direction, namely the Kaaba in Mecca. The direction of the Qibla is not merely a matter of physical orientation, but symbolizes the unity of faith and worship among Muslims throughout the world. However, a question that often arises is how Muslims in the past determined the direction of the Qibla accurately without the help of the modern technology such as digital compasses or GPS system. This documentary will discuss the contribution of renowned Islamic scholar Al-Biruni, who combined revealed knowledge and rational knowledge in determining direction of the Qibla in a scientific manner.
The Qibla direction refers to the direction of facing the Kaaba in Masjidil Haram when performing prayer. Facing the Qibla is one of the conditions for the validity of prayer for Muslim, as commanded by Allah in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 144. This command indicates that accuracy in determining the Qibla direction holds significant importance in the validity of the act of prayer. The determination of the Qibla direction involves knowledge such as geographical positioning, the movement of the sun, as well as mathematical and astronomical calculations. Therefore, Muslims since ancient times have strived to develop scientific methods to ensure the act of worship are performed accurately and correctly.
In contemporary society, several issues related to the direction of the Qibla continue to arise, such as inaccuracy in the Qibla orientation of all the mosques, the construction of buildings without precise directional verification, and excessive reliance on technological application without understanding the fundamental principle behind Qibla determination. As a result, correction to the Qibla direction have been carried out in several locations following assessment by authorized bodies. This situation demonstrates that a fundamental understanding of Qibla determination methods remains relevant and essential, ensuring that acts of worship are not solely dependent on technology but are grounded in sound and authentic knowledge.
Al-Biruni was a prominent Islamic scholar during the golden age of Islam who mastered various fields of knowledge such as astronomy, mathematics, geography and physics. He not only conducted observations of the natural world but also documented his studies systematically in the form of scholarly writings. One of his most important works related to the determination of the Qibla direction is the book Tahdid Nihayat Al-Amakin li Tashih Masafat Al-Masakin. In this book, Al-Biruni discussed methods for determining geographical coordinates, distance between locations, and the direction of the Qibla using precise mathematical and astronomical concepts. Through this work, Al-Biruni employed spherical trigonometry and observations of the sun's movement to determine the Qibla direction based on the latitude and longitude of a particular place. This approach demonstrates a high level of scientific precision and proves that Muslim scholars apply systematic scientific methods long before the modern era.
The knowledge developed by Al-Biruni did not emerge in isolation. Rather, it was born from an Islamic scholarly tradition that evolved progressively. Prior to his time, figures such as Al-Khwarizmi introduced the foundation of mathematics and algebra, which became the backbone of scientific calculation, while Al-Battani refined astronomical data concerning the movement of the sun and stars with high precision. Al-Biruni subsequently integrated and expanded upon this science through a more systematic and empirical approach. He was more than just a theorist. He conducted field studies and actual measurement to ensure scientific accuracy, particularly in determining the direction of the Qibla. This approach demonstrates that within Islamic civilizations, the advancement of knowledge was a continuous endeavor aimed at ensuring the perfection of worship and the well-being of society.
However, the question remains, how will this body of knowledge apply in real life? To better understand Al-Biruni's approach, it is not sufficient to merely read his work. We must also observe how empirical methods were actually implemented. Therefore, in the following segment, we will present a simple experiment inspired by the methods of early Islamic scholars to determine the direction of the Qibla. In this experiment, only a few basic and easily obtainable materials are required. First, a straight stick mounted on a base function as a ornament to produce a shadow. Next, a piece of string is placed as a simple guide. A pair of scissors is then prepared, followed by a colored marker that will be used to mark the movement of the shadow at different times. A ruler is also required to draw directional lines accurately, while adhesive tape ensures that the base remains stable throughout the observation. Next, a cutter is prepared for material adjustment. Finally, a circular plastic cover and a white scale paper are placed beneath an ornament as the primary reference for measurement and direction.
Empirical experiment determining the direction of Qibla through Istiwa Azam. In this section, we conducted an empirical experiment inspired by the method of earlier Islamic scholars such as Al-Biruni, who emphasized direct observation of natural phenomena in determining the direction of the Qibla. This experiment is adapted to the method of Istiwa Azam, which is the phenomenon when the sun is positioned directly above the Kaabah. Firstly, a wooden pole or a straight object is placed vertically on a flat surface exposed to the sunlight. This experiment is conducted on the dates when Istiwa Azam occurred, specifically around May 28 and July 16. At the specific time, the sun is directly over the Kaabah, and at the time, the shadow produced by the pole will point exactly in the opposite direction of the Qibla. By marking the shadow line, the Qibla direction can be determined directly without requiring any compass or modern astronomical tools. This experiment proves that the method of determining the Qibla direction established by Islamic scholars is not merely theoretical, but it is based on empirical observation and astronomical accuracy, and it is remained relevant for application in modern life.
The contribution of Al-Biruni through his work and research demonstrate that Muslim scholars were far ahead of their time in the fields of science and astronomy, particularly in the determination of the Qibla direction. This legacy of knowledge deserves to be appreciated, studied and applied by present and future generations. Therefore, Muslims are encouraged to understand the fundamental principle of Islamic astronomy, al-Mufalak, and to appreciate the integration of revealed knowledge, Naqli, and rational knowledge, Aqli, so that acts of worship may be performed with greater accuracy and deeper meaning.